Air travelers still face delays this morning going in and out of Chicago. An air traffic control center outside the city is out of commission because of an act of sabotage. The problem is grounding passengers all over the country, and this could go on for weeks. Jeff Pegues is at O'Hare International Airport, where more than 400 flights this morning alone are canceled. Jeff, good morning.
Well, good morning. Our flight was delayed late last night getting here to Chicago, but we were fortunate compared to some passengers whose flights were canceled altogether. Sunrise here this morning brings optimism. People are lining up once again, hoping to get out of town. 4 days after a fire allegedly set by contract worker Brian Howard destroyed the communications center at this critical air traffic control facility outside Chicago, commercial aviation is still trying to regain its footing. In a statement Sunday, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association called the last several days one of the most challenging situations they've faced since 9/11. At Chicago's O'Hare Airport, 550 flights were canceled Sunday, 700 flights nationwide. The FAA says the arrivals and departures were at only 60% of a typical day out of O'Hare, 75% at Midway. In order to keep flights moving, air traffic control centers in Cleveland, Indianapolis, Kansas City, and Minneapolis have taken over the Chicago center's responsibilities. It's the FAA's approach to keeping the system working. Ken Button is with George Mason University. Is this the best backup plan that they can come up with?
I think the rarity of these incidents suggests that if you had a duplicate system everywhere, the cost would be astronomical and just unacceptable.
Additional air traffic controllers have been brought in to monitor and direct arrivals and departures out of Chicago and neighboring airports. The cost is adding up for the airlines, even though some of the major carriers say the beginning of the work week should bring fewer delays and cancellations. Still, the incident is raising questions for the FAA.
I think the question of allowing one man in and being able to do this damage is really a thing that has to be investigated very closely afterwards.
We are still seeing delays and cancellations this morning. The FAA is bringing in that new equipment, they say, over the next few days. Their teams will be working around the clock to install it. Their target date for full completion, 2 weeks, October 13th. The suspect is in custody facing felony charges, and he's recovering from a self-inflicted knife wound.